Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for being here. To call the meeting to order, and the time is 4:31. Roll call, please, Jeff.
Members Bragman,
Here.
member Simonson,
Here.
member Schultz. Member Sosito,
Here.
member Keller,
Here.
Vice Chair Polanski. Here. Chair White.
Here. Thank you. 4.03, or no, I mean 1.03, sorry. Adopt the agenda. Ask directors if they have any changes to the agenda.
None from us.
Staff?
Move to adopt the agenda as published.
Okay, a voice vote. All in favor, say
We
aye.
need a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
I'll
said.
second.
I thought you said
Okay,
second.
Barbara's the second.
Barbara's the second.
Okay. now-
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None opposed. The agenda is approved unanimously. Consent items. I got
Please have the minutes.
move the minutes to the regular homecomings board meeting for February 14th, Valentine's Day. Have a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I make a motion to approve the minutes
I'll
of
second.
the regular homecomings board meeting of February 14th. Sorry, I don't have my glasses.
2024. I second Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Approved unanimously. 3.01 public communication. Do we have any public communication?
Nothing on my end,
There's nothing on my end.
and anybody on Zoom that wishes to give, public communication.
Seeing none? Close public communication. Formal items. 4.01 Westview 2 Annual Operating Budget.
New Jim.
All right, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is the initial budget for the Westview 2 project. We'll need to adopt it now since it's projected that you'll start, project will start accepting tenants in April. So, in the past, when I've gone to the homecomings board for, the LP budgets, it's always been for a year. This one, even though it's for fiscal year 24, it only represents 9 months of the year. Okay, so we're starting in April. So you're all familiar with the project, it's 49 units. And this one's a little, as what we did when we adopted Westview 3. We kind of looked at revenues differently, but we kept expenses at a normal annual allotment. Whereas on revenues for Westview 2, we're taking April to June a little bit differently. We're looking at April and May at, you're going to probably accept about 50%. Then it'll jump up to about 80% in June, then it'll be full 100% starting July. Because we want to be a little bit more conservative on the revenues on that. But the expense is always going to be a flat. You're going to be spending, you're not going to be prorating labor, you're not going to be prorating the other expenses for the first 3 months. It's what you're going to pay, but the revenues are the ones going to start trickling in a little bit later. And Francis, if you want to bring up that. No, that did I give you the PDF that email to you? Yeah. Well, no, that's okay. That, you know, sure. Yeah, that's okay. So, this is you have this in front of you in the packet. So these numbers reflect what the budget was submitted to the pro forma. So always the first year we go, the budget set with a pro forma. So like I mentioned, the revenues are 9 months out of the year with first 3 months being escalated, whereas the expenses. So this is kind of simple, like, I don't know if you remember what we did with Westview 3. We adopted a budget, their first budget was kind of bare bones like this one. Like the lady said, oh, you left kind of some columns blank. Well, that's there's nothing to base historical on.
Mhm.
And so like, it then the following sheet where we say, what, are there any projects? Capital projects for the following year? There are none because it's gonna be a brand new project. They'll probably be that way for at least 2-3 years after it becomes operational. Now, Letty, if you wanna interject anything about the property.
As you know, we will have an on-site manager.
Well, yeah, it's that famous
Mhm.
TBD, you know, remember, that's that secret employee that we have.
What happens
Could
is
be
that
jobs.
the offer has not been, made.
went wrong. Please try
Oh, sorry.
Sherry, she had a question. What
She
is
did.
it? That was,
So-
oh,
I didn't ask her to.
So
That's
the
what
offer-
wrong, Sherry.
The offer has not been extended, and that's why we're not sharing the name.
Mhm.
But it's, it will be, it will be announced later.
Mhm.
and TBD will be very disappointed.
Yeah.
So that's the start. I had a selection of 3 photos, so that's probably the nicest one or more.
It is nice.
And just to, this particular property, it has non-dwelling income, which is the CDR rent that it was mentioned earlier, so.
Okay.
It's a little bit different than Westview 3 and Westview 1, that they don't have non-dwelling rents. So this one will have that different revenue.
And when are we assuming that's gonna start?
I believe they said in July, right?
I think we're
Yeah.
negotiating the lease, they probably won't fully occupy till like August, but they might start early in
Mhm.
June or July and kind of gearing up.
Although actually
The rent will be paid to homecoming.
Yeah, right, it will not be
Not to
part
the
of this
LP.
operating budget.
Right.
This is homecoming.
That's right.
This is the budget, operating budget for Westview 2.
Okay,
So
The rental income.
so basically Westview 2 is subleasing the Child Development Center,
Ah.
Homecomings,
okay,
and Homecomings will collect rent. But that's basically
Okay.
the way the investor wants it happen. And
okay,
it's similar to what we did for El Portal, if anybody remembers that.
yes, thank you.
So I had the opportunity to view it from the inside and was really impressed with how beautiful it is. When will the rest of the board have a chance to see it before people move in? Is that
I've
possible?
also,
Absolutely, yeah, we'd be happy, and I know Kate's been in for some of our elected tours. If anybody else would like a tour, we'd be happy to do that. We can do it collectively or individually,
Mhm.
so
Okay.
I love that.
It is
Talk
really
about having
nice.
a Board meeting there?
Yeah, but I think they want to see it before that.
It did come out really nice. I noticed some additional tile work in the
So
outside.
we could do it like for the next board meeting, because not everybody will have moved in, so
Yeah.
there would still be apartments that are vacant.
We will have, I think this next week, there's gonna be a pretty significant transformation because the interior designer is coming for the common spaces. We have one unit being staged next week. So we're happy to have you come anytime and we can organize it, or if you want, we can schedule it before your April meeting. I'd like to try to even have a meeting there, one of your meetings there.
Yeah.
In the room, but before that, we'd happy to get you into the space before it becomes open to the public.
Okay.
Well, Sandy has raised her hand
Yeah.
and
And
Sandy was there when we did another tour. So Sandy, what's going on?
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to add, Jeff mentioned it already. One of the units will be staged next Monday and Tuesday. And on Wednesday and Thursday, our interior designer will be installing all the furniture, all the artwork. So the week of the 25th or the first week of April would be a great time to have a tour. The building will look a lot more put together, so I can coordinate with Kristen and figure out some dates that work for the board.
Great.
Great.
do that.
Thank you, Sandy.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was,
I think I saw plants on the roof today too, Sandy, was that correct? I saw it from a distance, but it looks like there's a plant material up there.
Yes, actually, so the contract includes some citrus trees. So there's a Meyer lemon tree, there's a lime, some sort of lime variety and a grapefruit tree. And the others will just be opened up for any tenants to use.
Oh, great. Thanks very much. Any questions or anything else from anybody?
That's our presentation.
Joe, that was nice. It is kind of funny to see at the bottom of this report. Capital improvements, none, capital, none, building, none.
Already.
So it's, that was a real eye opener. Thank you, Joe. Okay, any other questions? Anybody else has any questions? We have a motion to approve the report.
A motion to approve the Westview 2024 annual operating budget.
Second.
Second, we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Director Sparga,
Yes.
Director Simonson,
Yes.
Director Schulken,
Yes.
Director Salcedo.
Yes.
Director Keller,
Yes.
Vice Chair Polanski,
Yes.
Chair White.
Yes. Okay, great. Thank you again. Moving on to 5.01 Director and Officers Report. Anything new from the last hour and a half that people want to share? The X Games are coming to Ventura.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Again,
Anybody wants a ticket, let me know.
Unless it's VIP.
Well, that's gonna cost you.
Oh, okay.
Other than, nothing else from anybody? Okay, great. Well, then we will adjourn this meeting and stay here while everybody else leaves.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.